Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, would you please rise for the procession of graduands and remain standing for the academic processional?
Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to KPU's Spring Convocation 2013. I now invite Tennille Wood to lead us in the singing of O Canada. Please remain standing.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, our true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Thank you, Ms. Wood. Ms. Wood is a student in KPU's music program. I declare Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Convocation in session. It is intended to honor our 2013 graduates. I am Robert Hensley, University Registrar, and I will be your Marshal of Convocation for today's ceremony. Today, we recognize the graduates under our designation of Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We also remember that our name was bestowed upon us by the Kwantlen First Nation, and we welcome you to their traditional territories. We are privileged to have members of the Kwantlen First Nation with us today, and they will be participating in the recessional ceremony. We are honored to have all of you present with us on this occasion. The word convocation comes from the Greek ecclesia, which means a principal assembly, and the Latin convoco, which means to call together by summons. It is traditionally used in connection with an ecclesiastical or academic gathering. In universities, convocations are called for the conferring of degrees, for special announcements, and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor KPU's graduates of 2013. I will now introduce members of the platform party. Members of the platform party, please stand briefly and then be seated when you're called upon. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. I am pleased to introduce Chancellor Arvinder Babbar and President and Vice Chancellor Alan Davis. Thank you. Our Chairman of the Board of Governors, Gord Schoberg, and also all members of the University Board of Governors, please stand. Thank you. Will representatives of the University Senate please stand? Thank you. Will members of the University Foundation Board and Alumni Board please stand? Thank you. I now ask the deans, associate deans, and all university administrators to please stand. Thank you. Also joining us today are Wendy Johnson, Chair of the Langley Board of Education, as well as members of Parliament, Jasbir Sandhu and Ginny Sims. Would each of you please stand? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your platform party. Please join me now in acknowledging them. Last but not least, but first and foremost, I'd also like to recognize our academic faculty and ask that all faculty members on stage and also on the floor to please stand to be acknowledged. Faculty. Thank you. I now call upon Chancellor Arvinder Babbar to bring a greeting to the Convocation.
President Dr. Alan Davis, Board Chair Gord Schoberg, graduates, honored guests, family members, faculty, staff, and alumni. Good morning, and welcome to Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Convocation ceremony. I'm delighted to stand before our graduates and share in their special day. Today, along with your friends and family, we celebrate your academic excellence and the many accomplishments and successes you have already and will continue to achieve. Our graduating classes are filled with examples that display dedication and opportunity created over the years. Today represents an abundance of new beginnings, accomplishments, and a future that is bright, all because you chose to educate yourself, to open yourself to learning, to sharing, to broadening your horizons, and to making yourself an even more valuable contributor to your community. You chose this for yourselves, and I congratulate you on this. I have learned many lessons over the years, through trial, through error, from prepared choices to spontaneous decisions, through circumstantial, joyous, and trying times. I have learned, and I would like to share with you one piece of advice. Take opportunities. And when you do, bring your talents, your ideas, your passions, and most of all, your commitment. Opportunities, they can be complex, and I'm sure we have all seen many come and many go. We have missed opportunities, not realizing their good fortunes. That is until we see someone else enjoying what could have or should have been ours. If only we had just taken it. We overlook opportunities for many reasons, because we are scared, unsure, indecisive, and sometimes we just are not able to recognize them when we see them. Opportunities are a privilege, not an entitlement, and they should be treated as such. Therefore, I ask you to be mindful of the possibilities life presents to you every day, and to not shy away bashfully or ignorantly from something that may change your life. Once you learn what it is that you want out of life, it'll be much easier to recognize the opportunities that will benefit you, and just as importantly, the ones that will not. As your careers grow and your lives progress, we want you to remember that Kwantlen is here for you, and we hope you will stay connected. We are very proud of our alumni and welcome and applaud news of their accomplishments. We wish you great happiness, and we wish you great success. Once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Babbar. Good morning. I am pleased to present to you our honorary degree recipient. Honorary degrees are conferred honoris causa for the sake of honor and are recognition by Kwantlen Polytechnic University of distinguished achievement or of outstanding service. The criteria for the degree are excellence, eminence, and accomplishment. Nominees must be exceptionally distinguished, scholars, creative artists, public servants, persons prominent in the community and the professions, and others who have made significant contributions locally, nationally, or globally. The Honorary Doctor of Laws today is awarded to Susan Davidson. Susan, would you step forward to be recognized? Thank you. An entrepreneur, fundraiser, leader in her community, and founder of Glorious Organics Cooperative, Susan Davidson's major priority and passion has been to grow the capacity of the organic agriculture sector in support of small-scale farms using sustainable practices. In the realm of organic food production, Ms. Davidson has developed a reputation as being one of the foremost producers in the Fraser Valley, always providing her customers with the highest quality produce. A leader in her field, the presence of her market tent is often sought after by managers of farmers' markets throughout the region. Co-founder of the Fraser Common Farm Cooperative and Glorious Garnish and Salad, Ms. Davidson supplies several world-renowned restaurants in the Vancouver area. She has also become a valiant supporter of the Farm Folk City Folk Seeds project, mastering technical challenges to provide viable genetic material for use by future generations. Our community at large has greatly benefited from Ms. Davidson's achievement in the field of sustainable food production, her vision and hope for the future, and her contributions to the local community. Mr. Chancellor, I ask that you confer upon Susan Davidson the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Ms. Davidson, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Davidson.
Greetings, fellow Earth beings, and special well wishes to graduating horticulturalists. Here on stage with me are vast, unseen networks of gone-befores, family, friends, mentors, and co-workers. Anything I have accomplished or may yet do has been and will be the harvest of our collective and collaborative insights and actions. It is my deeply held belief that the resilient social fabric woven by love in all its many expressions is essential to addressing the challenges we face in 2013. I salute Kwantlen Polytechnic University for attracting such inspiring and committed personnel, the likes of Gary Jones, Kent Mullenix, Jim Mathioni, Betty Cunnan, and Joanne Saunders, who work tirelessly both at and off the sides of their desks. I salute KPU's vision to move out beyond their ivory towers of academe into the communities they serve. It is indeed an act of courage for you to bestow this prestigious recognition on a local, small-scale, organic farmer such as myself. Thank you on behalf of all of us who are committed to furthering the principles and practices of sustainable agriculture. The Langley Community Farmers Market is a fine example of an inspiration born at a Green Wednesday film shown in your Langley Auditorium back in 2008. It has grown roots and become a hub of commerce and conviviality. Come and see for yourself any Wednesday afternoon, 2 to 6 p.m. until the 9th of October. Some have asked, what gets me out of bed in the morning? For sure, life certainly isn't always a bucolic dream at Fraser Common Farm. While cynicism and despair may be understandable, in my view, they are self-indulgent and irrelevant options. Listen to the words of Rumi, 13th century Persian poet and Sufi mystic. Sit down and be quiet. You are drunk, and this is the edge of the roof. So here we are on the edge of the roof. And in many ways, we are drunk, as in unwilling, though hopefully not unable, to step back, reclaim time to think, and commit to recovery programs from our addictions to fossil fuel consumption, cheap food, and the buy low, sell high commodification of land. I start most mornings by breathing mindfully and doing several recitations, including this one by Joanna Macy, American scientist, eco-philosopher, and practitioner of engaged Buddhism. I vow to commit myself daily to the healing of our world and the welfare of all beings, to live on earth more lightly and less violently in the food, products, and energy I consume, to draw strength and guidance from the living earth, the ancestors, the future beings, and my brothers and sisters of all species, to support others in our work for the world, and to ask for help when I feel the need, to pursue a daily practice that clarifies my mind, opens my heart, and supports me in observing these vows. In closing, I invite you to join along with me in doing our best to heal our sad and beautiful planet and ensure the possibility of a healthy future for all. Why, you might ask? Because our Earth is the only known place in the universe with dark chocolate and Earl Grey tea. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davidson. I now call upon Kimberly Gillis to deliver the keynote convocation address. Ms. Gillis is a student in our Faculty of Community and Health Studies and is graduating today with her Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Ms. Gillis.
Good morning, President Davis, Chancellor Babar, faculty, staff, and fellow graduates. My name is Kimberly Gillis, and I'm a Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduate. I have the honor of speaking to you today. It is hard to believe that this day has finally arrived. I would like to extend a special thank you to all of our family, friends, and faculty for taking the time to be here with us as we celebrate our achievements. Without any of your guidance, support, and love throughout the years, none of us would be sitting here today. We have worked hard to accomplish the goals that we are celebrating. I'm sure that I can speak for most of the graduates when I say that I never thought this day would come. We can now enjoy the rewards for all of the hard work that we put in. The countless hours we spent studying for tests, working on projects, while trying to juggle somewhat of a personal life, all while being over-caffeinated. When I first started nursing school, 4 years seemed like forever, but standing here today, it just seems like a small fraction in time. I will always reflect on the memories that were created at Kwantlen, and I can see how they have shaped the person that I am today. Many of us can say that we have gained valuable qualities that will make us stand out as Kwantlen graduates: commitment, self-confidence, and determination, to name a few. One thing that has stood out for me in nursing school is the wide variety of clinical settings that I was placed in. The experiences that we have gained have strengthened our knowledge, critical thinking abilities, and most importantly, the gift to connect with our patients and their families. Now that university is complete, what is next in our journey? Finding our dream jobs, furthering our studies, traveling the world, or maybe even catching up on the sleep that we lost while trying to stay up late to cram for a test or finish an essay. Whatever road our destiny has in store for us, our challenge will be to use the knowledge and qualities that we've developed at Kwantlen to lead us on a path to be the best that we can be. I wish everyone good luck on your future endeavors. Just as our time at Kwantlen went by so quickly, before we know it, many tomorrows will have come and gone. This day will be a far-off memory, and we will be forced to look back and evaluate how we spent our time since stepping off this campus. I urge you to start making decisions today that you will not regret tomorrow. I would like to leave you with a quote written by Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams, live the life that you have imagined. Congratulations to all of the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you for that keynote address, Ms. Gillis. We will now certify the graduands. Would all graduands please rise? And we'll wait for Ms. Gillis to be back with you. Mr. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that the graduands here present and those in absentia have met the requirements for the credentials to be presented this day as prescribed by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, and I ask that you confer upon them their credentials. Graduands, please remain standing.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Statutes of Province of British Columbia, and upon the recommendation of the Senate and the Registrar of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, I confer upon you the credential to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to the credential. Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Chancellor Bubber. We will now commence with probably the most important part of today's ceremony, and that is the individual presentation of our graduates. We ask that you remain seated during the presentations out of respect for all of the graduates and their families. Offering congratulations to each graduate as they cross the stage is the faculty's Dean, Chancellor Bubber, and President and Vice Chancellor Davis. Each graduate will be presented with a gift on behalf of the Kwantlen Polytechnic University Alumni Association as they leave the stage. I would ask the graduates to return to their seats after crossing the stage and having their photos taken. Jane Fee, KPU's Deputy Provost and Associate Vice President Academic, will present the graduates and will be assisted by Associate Registrar Zena Mitchell. Dr. Fee, when you are ready.
We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Community and Health Studies. And I'd like to welcome the Dean of Community and Health Studies, True Freeman, to help congratulate the graduates. Spontaneous acts of affection or encouragement are welcome and encouraged. Bachelor of Psychiatric Nursing. Alana Ria Aguia with distinction. Oh, this is going to be a rough. Elise Amanda Aguia with distinction. Gaganjot Jyoti Athwal. Gurpreet Basran. Maria Angelina Sarmiento Bautista. Jennifer Lynn Bramley. Erica Bryceland. Cherry Calimoso. Nicole Castro. Phoebe Ling Chiang. Nicole Marie Shirley Cravagna. Vincent Francisco. Pavan Gill. Emily Jocelyn Hinman with distinction. Avi McCallis. Baldeep Mangat with distinction. Tiar Lynn Mitterer. April Louise Holland with distinction. Alexis Veronica Pernitsky. Charlemagne Rosas. Janice Salinas. Ashley Sojan Sandhu. Ian Gordon Shaw. Natalie Kaylin Sidal with distinction. Sandeep Sihota. Anne Danielle Serratos. Zenaida Corliss Telfer with distinction. Zenaida is also the recipient of this year's George C. Wooten Award and a member of the presidential ambassadorial team. Trung Tru. Miljoyce Era Victoria with distinction. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Navreet Kaur Badesha. Sonia Bansi. Dale Renee Beatty with distinction. Teshla Vanessa Belance with distinction. Tanjot Bandal. Harpreet Kaur Clare. Carlene Louise Curry. Erica Jean DeVries. Lucy Dominac with distinction. Nicholas Stephen Fedak with distinction. Sophia Flotildes. Leah Michelle Gerding. Leah is also a member of the presidential ambassadorial team. Kimberly Robin Gillis. Gina Adrian Hansen. Gurinder Komal. Diane Marie Corman. Maria Angelina McLeod. Carissa Ann Mullaney with distinction. Maravik Gaban Pascual. Samina Patel. Jennifer Marie Penman. Sivanjali Rao, with distinction. Lisa Teresa Ryder. Amy Setterstrom. Anuraj Sidhu, with distinction. Kelsey Slanapas, with distinction. Nicole Speicher, with distinction. Scarlett Olivia Salantai. William Ubiel. Eunice Ann Uy. Sung Shun, with distinction. Samantha Brianne Webb. Certificate in Graduate Nurse Internationally Educated Re-Entry. Ronald Aguiar Basilio. Sijimo Bino. Rebecca Caffrey. Clarence Carbonell. Noreen Casas. Marites Castro. Manpreet Kaur Cheney. Jenilyn Hechanova Claudio. Juvelin Ibe Cortez. Liliane Sarmiento Dalise. Amanda De Holanda. Amarjeet Kaur Dillon. Rengini Dominic. Parichad Amundsen. Lori Jane Palco Garbin. Nada Hosseinian, with distinction. Kylie Ann Jose. Sharon Longno Karimi Mohajer. Pilarcita Angeles Laderas. Emmanuel Joseph Papa Martinez. Jinke Porta Mercurio. Roy Bernardo Alvarez Mijares. Mitra Moazam, with distinction. Lee Hua Mun. Daisy Lubian Munar. Miriam Palaroan Nacionales. Joyce Cristal Odrin. Mary Grace Garcia Peralta. Mayeth Azel Pio Roda. Jasmine Singh Randala. Gretzley Abanilla Reyes. Amritpal Sandhu. Kiranjit Kaur Sandhu. Rosemary Chu Tan Servidath. Amy Buen Somera. Rumi Tamano. Miguel Anton Coloma Viernes. Ping Yan. Lucy Yu. Leah Filipina Zaparilla. Certificate in Healthcare Assistant, Brandy Baxter. Manmeet Kaur Gill. Megan Grant, with distinction. Sandeep Kaur, with distinction. Satpal Khoza. Manpreet Kaur Mangat, with distinction. Jordan Newton, with distinction. Jennifer Ray Pinder, with distinction. Natalie Helena Repnicki. Ronita Sambu. Gandeep Samra, with distinction. Stana Vukovic. Certificate in Health Unit Coordinator, Megan Butler. Roseanne Florentina Griffin. Bobby Joe Heron, with distinction. Deanna Lay, with distinction. Danielle Adriana Perry. Pitsame Theramavan. Roxanne Allison Toole, with distinction. Danica Janelle Upham. Harmony Zondag. Chancellor Bubber, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Community and Health Studies. We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Horticulture. Would the Dean of the Faculty, Dr. Betty Warbeck, please come forward? Again, spontaneous acts of affection are appreciated. Associate of Science degree in General Science, Tahira Chaudhry. Parminder Kaur Gill. Pooja Parekh. Sukhwinder Singh. Associate of Science degree in Mathematics, Sarbjit Singh. Diploma in Horticulture Technology, Greenhouse Nursery Production, Eric Robert Kirsten. Diploma in Horticulture Technology, Landscape Design and Installation, David Thomas Allison with distinction. Diploma in Horticulture Technology, Turf Management, Michael James Coleman. Ryan Powers. Diploma in Science, Navinder Bakal. Diploma of Technology in Environmental Protection, Cooperative Education Option, Brian Allen Berry. Frida Shabrang with distinction. Frida is also the recipient of the Dean's Medal for the Faculty of Science and Horticulture. Chancellor Bubber, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Horticulture.
Thank you, Dr. Fee. This concludes the presentation of our graduates. Please join me now in acknowledging the graduating class of 2013. Graduates, this is now your opportunity to stand up and thank Mom and Dad or anyone else who may have brought you to this day. Please. Lots of smiles and lots of photos. We now move on to the presentation of the President's Outstanding Graduate Award. I call upon Provost and Vice President Academic Gordon Lee to present the award.
The President's Outstanding Graduate Award encourages Kwantlen students to excel in their chosen fields of study and to participate in university, student, and community activities to the benefit of others. The award will be presented by President and Vice Chancellor Alan Davis and is awarded this year to a graduate of the Bachelor of Psychiatric Nursing program, April Nichols.
Thank you, Mr. Lee, and congratulations, Ms. Nichols. Will Sarb Lally, a representative from the Kwantlen Polytechnic University Alumni Association, please come and provide a welcome to the newest members of the KPU alumni family?
On behalf of the Kwantlen Polytechnic University Alumni Association, I would like to welcome all the graduates to the Alumni Association. In many ways, you may feel that your journey at Kwantlen has now been completed. But remember, as you go out into the world and make your mark, Kwantlen will always be your alma mater and a place that helped you set the foundation for who you are and who you're going to be. Our body is growing very fast and currently has over 42,000 members worldwide who have graduated from this great institution. The Alumni Institution plays a vital role in bringing together alumni to build lifelong relationships with the university, each other, and in our community. We wish you all the success upon graduation and look forward to you staying in touch with Kwantlen and your fellow alumni. Your individual accomplishments is what gives this university the character, and we want to share and support your growth in the years to come. Our alumni is everywhere in this world doing some amazing things, and we welcome you to this community where you can inspire or be inspired by your fellow graduates. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Lally. I now call upon President and Vice Chancellor Davis to provide closing remarks to the convocation.
Well, nearly there. Quick shout out to the very small people in the audience. You've done very well. Could have been home having a nap. I could have been home having a nap. KPU is a university for our times, a polytechnic university, open and accessible and relevant to both local needs and the global issues of our society. A university that is driven by teaching and learning, engaged with our communities and enriched by our scholarship. And all of us here have had the honor and the privilege of helping each of you along the way in reaching your educational goals. Thank you for choosing us. We have big ambitions for KPU. In our vision for 2018, we intend to be better, bigger, and bolder. And as alumni, I urge you to stay in touch with us and prepare to be proud and to be amazed. Now, you've graduated here in the presence of greatness. And I would like to thank Dr. Davidson for accepting the honorary doctorate that we are so proud to have awarded today. Your speech was wonderful. I hope we can get a copy of it to share much more widely. And I know that it not only spoke to the students from horticulture, but had a lot to say to the scientists who graduated today, and especially also to the healthcare providers. I'd also like to thank Gary Jones. He's not with us here today, but Gary and his colleagues from the School of Horticulture nominated Susan. And it's a reminder to all of us as we go through life that it's good to, as we are recognizing your achievement, to recognize the achievement of others and to take the time and to celebrate and nominate those around us who do such good works. I'd also like to thank Dr. Wendy Johnson, School District 35, for coming. It's really an honor for you to be with us today, and Jasbir Sandhu and Ginny Sims, our MPs. They flew in from Ottawa last night. They're here with us today. They helped make our convocation very special. Thanks so much for coming along. And thank you for your service. And to make it very special, of course, our friends from the Kwantlen First Nation who are going to lead us out in a moment, and it's extremely special. And I can't thank them enough for being with us today. So, graduates, go forth, and if you haven't got one already, take the advice my father gave to me and get a job. The good news is that we know that almost all of our grads are employed within 4 months, so the odds are very good. Thank you all for being here today. Live long and prosper.
Thank you, Thank you, President and Vice Chancellor Davis. This concludes our event. I would like to thank all those who have been involved in the planning and execution of today's ceremony. We invite all guests to join us at a reception in Convocation Hall in Surrey, Maine, following the convocation. Chancellor Bubber, please dismiss the convocation. Audience, please rise and remain standing until the recessional has exited the room. Chancellor Bubber.
Congratulations. In honor of our deep respect for the Kwantlen First Nation, our tradition is to close our convocation ceremony with a blessing. I offer this blessing in harmony with and with deep respect for the many faith and philosophic traditions represented here today. As you continue on life's journey, may you walk tirelessly. May the Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your minds. May her love be in your hearts. All my relations. Will the audience now please remain standing during the recessional? Mr. Registrar, will you please lead the recessional? I declare this convocation dismissed.
you.